Hey guys, welcome to Brit Indians. I'm Joshua. Many people have been asking me how to apply for a PhD in UK, how to get scholarship or fully funded for a PhD. So that's what we are going to look at in this video. We're going to look at how to apply for a PhD and then how to get a fully funded one. Like what are the scholarships available outside? What are the types of organizations that gives funding for a PhD. That's what we are going to look in this video. So let's get into the video. Before moving on to the video, I'll just let you know that this video is sponsored by Skillshare, an online learning community. If you want to know more about Skillshare, watch till the end of this video. Now, how to apply for a PhD in the UK. You can apply for PhD directly through a university website, or you can apply through findaphd.com or jobs.ac.uk. So these three are the major ways that you can apply for a PhD in the UK. So when you search for the PhD in the university or in these websites, you will find description of the research. Here in UK, they usually give you the title of the research and then what is the research based on, so some description about it, and then they will give you the supervisor's name and how much fees and then how much funding they are providing. All the details will be available in the university website or in the findthephd.com or in the jobs.ac.uk. You have to read through the research description, so what description they have given, and then you have to create a research proposal for it. Your research proposal should include an introduction about the problem and then a literature review of previous research studies based on this research, and then finally you should give your aim and objectives. So how you're gonna approach this research, how you're gonna practically solve this problem, so that you have to give in your research proposal. So these four things, like your introduction, your literature review, and then your aims and objectives, should be mentioned in the research proposal. The research proposal will be around like the 3 to 5 pages. So you should give references and citations like what you do for your normal courseworks. You should find literatures related to that research proposal, and then you should submit the research proposal to the university. After submitting your research proposal, the supervisor will get back to you and they will call you for an interview. In the interview, they will ask you what are your previous experiences, how you're gonna solve this problem, whether it's practically applicable, and then what are your research methods. So these are the things they will ask you in your interview. The interview usually takes around like 30 minutes to 1 hour. Some people, they will ask you to give some presentation about your work and then how you're going to approach the problem. So you have to give a presentation for 15 minutes and then you have to answer the questions that they ask. So it will mostly between 30 minutes to 1 hour. After that, they will decide whether you are successful or not, and then they will give you the offer. So it looks like a simple process, but it is not, because to get a PhD in the UK, you should have a strong research proposal. So your research proposal is the main thing that you should submit for the university, and it should be very strong. Like you should have critically analyzed the previous literatures, the research studies in that field, and then you should be giving your opinion for that, and then you should reflect on that, and then you should give your methodology, how you're going to solve this problem. Now you know how to apply for the PhD. So how will you get a fully funded PhD? There are 3 types of funding available. One is the university funding, second is the company funded, and then third is the external funding source. So for the university funding, you can find whether the university is funding for the PhD for international students. It will be given in the university website itself, or in the findthephd.com or in the jobs.ac.uk. You can just use the filters to filter out the PhDs which are fully funded for the international students. Some PhDs will be only partly funded, which is like they only give you the fees and they will ask you to look after your living expenses by yourself. So there is like partly funded and then there is fully funded. So if it's partly funded also, just take it. You can get some external funding sources, or you can do part-time during your PhD, and you can try to manage your expenses with that. Next is company funded. So if you're working in any companies around the world, then you can ask the company to fund for your PhD. Or if you're doing an internship or placement with the R&D company, then you can ask them to fund you. So some people, get their fundings through this way. Even I got my funding through a company in which I was working with, like I was doing my internship with the company, and then they were they were okay with my work, and then I asked them to fund for my PhD, and they were like, there are quite a lot of procedures, but after that they were I was grateful that they funded me for my PhD. Finally, you have some external funding sources. So some of the external funding sources are Newton PhD funding, Chevening Scholarship, Commonwealth Scholarship, Uraris UK, Royal Society grants. These are all top PhD scholarship available in the UK, so you can apply for these things. They usually start their application 1 year before itself. So if you're applying for 2022, then you should start applying for your funding now itself. Finally, few people ask me like whether it's you have to apply for a PhD from India, or you should come for your masters and then apply for your PhD. So which is the best route? I would say if you come for your masters and then if you apply for your PhD, then that will be an easy route, because you are studying in a university and then you know the supervisor personally, and then the supervisor can help you with getting your funding and then processing your PhD application through them. So that will be an easier route. Or if you are applying directly from India, then you should be good. You should have a good profile. You should have good research base. For example, for getting a fully funded PhD, you should have at least one journal paper and one conference paper, or like 2 journal papers which are in a very good research impact journals. So you can find good research impact journals online. So if you have a very good research journal paper on a research impact journal, then you have higher chance of getting a fully funded PhD in the UK. Now we will discuss about Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passion, and get lost in creativity. They have classes on data analytics, advanced Excel, PowerPoint, data visualization, management, and even developing your research. Skillshare classes include a combination of video lessons and a class project. Skillshare has classes to fit your schedule and skill level. I took a course on a guide to getting research experience and publications on Skillshare platform. This involves finding a right topic for your research, finding a right supervisor, doing a meaningful research, and then maximizing your opportunity to publish a paper. It was really helpful for me. The first 1,000 of my subscribers who click the link below in the description will get a free trial premium membership of Skillshare, so you can explore your creativity, and you can continue the membership by paying just less than $10 a month by subscribing yearly. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and they are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. So if you're a person who are trying to get a PhD in the UK, then I would say the easy route is getting a master's degree in UK and then getting a PhD, or you can try for universities by applying from India itself to get a PhD here, but mainly have a good journal paper, because a good journal paper in high research impact journal is very important for getting a PhD with fully funded in the UK. I hope this video is useful for you. If you have any queries, just leave it in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button and share the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in next video. Until then, goodbye, cheers.